Hello and welcome to Just Be Handy. Today I'm going to add fog lights to this base model 2005 Toyota Highlander. I did buy a full kit, and that kit came with wiring that had to go through the firewall and all that, but I found a pleasant surprise when I was removing the cover. I found out that the wire harness is already there, and then I don't need to really do too much wiring if the wiring diagrams are correct. Unfortunately, I didn't look into this before I bought the kit, but there's a couple of ways that this can be wired up without having to go through the firewall, so I'll show you that today. As you can see here behind the driver's side headlight, if I go down far enough with the phone, you can see that there is the connector right behind that hole for the fog light. And that connector is part of that wiring harness that will take the 9006 light bulb for the fog lights, and I'll connect those in there and do the wire harness test before I go too far. So as you can see here, I've got the bulb into that wire harness for the fog lights. That's already part of the factory harness. So one of the things to note here is in the fog light circuit, you can see there's a relay, and then there's a 20 amp fuse that is in the fuse box, and then the relay is also in that same panel. The panel is described here, and then that goes, the switch on the relay goes across pins 3 and 5, and then the power to actuate the relay is pin 1 and 2 on the relay. And if we look at that, here's a diagram of that relay, and the fog light relay is there, and 5 and 3 are the lower two. Here's what the relay looks like. I just went and got the relay. It was only about $7 on Amazon, so it wasn't bad. And then the fuse is on the other side of that same box. So the front portion for the fuses is right there, 20 amp fuse. And then to actuate it, it has this violet wire for the fog, and it's in J1 junction pin 2 violet, which is, if you look at this, J1 junction number 2 pin, and that should be violet. And when that goes to ground, that should energize that little coil in the relay, and then the relay click on, and then we get power. And that is what I'm hoping to be able to do. So what I'll do is I'll put the relay in. The fuse is already there, so I'll put the relay in, and I'll show you how cumbersome that is. You need a mirror to do that because it's on the back side of that fuse panel. And then I will put this pin 2 to ground with the lights on, and that should actuate the fog lights. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so I'm inside the car, and I took off that little box to get to the fuses. And as you can see, we have the J1 junction here. It's hard to see, sorry, not enough light here. So we have the J1 junction, and the violet wire is right there, pin 2. And then to show the fuse for the fog light, it's the 20 amp fuse. It already came with the fuse right there. Now on the back of that junction box is where the relay goes. As you can see, the The relay would be right next to this other blue one. That's where the fog light relay goes. It's missing. There's no relay in that area. That's where we have to stick this second blue relay to actuate everything. As you can see, I've gotten that relay in now on the back of that box. It's the center one. It's the second blue, the one off to the right. There wasn't a relay there, so now we will try to actuate the lights by grounding that violet wire to ground and then having the lights on. So those fog lights should go on then. Now all I did to test it was put in my probe into pin 2 and junction 1, and I'm just going to turn on the lights and then listen for that relay to click. Listen closely. You hear it? Okay, so now I'm going to connect this probe to ground somewhere and then go look and see if those lights are truly on. And then as you can see, they are on. We're doing to put in the fog lights. So what you're going to do is take out this piece, which resides in here, and then you're going to put in a unit like this for your fog lights that will pop in there, and you could see there's tabs for right in there. There's tabs right here that capture these tabs, and it will be secured. So when these tabs slide into here, it will capture the lens, and then these tabs on this new piece here, and they're all silver no matter which Highlander you look at. There is a wider side and a thinner side, and if you look here, thinner, wider, and that clips on over it. So when you're done, it will look like this side. So that's how you install the fog light units. And if you look in here right behind the battery, everything is really accessible. I left the bulb in, but you can get your hand in there fairly easily if you don't have a jacket on. I have a jacket on, and you can also remove the battery, and you should be able to get into accessing it all. Here, I'll try to move the phone down further. As you can see, there's that hole for it, and so you should be able to put that lens back on, the bulb back in. Also, I ended up putting in a switch, which is just helps the ground. So this switch goes from that purple wire to the ground, and that's all it is to get the fog lights on. So you could do the same thing. Just get any old toggle switch and put it in to help you get to ground and actuate the fog lights, but they will only go on when you have the lights on. So you need the lights active. And another thing I found out is when you do it this way, they will also activate with the brights on. So you can have the brights and the fog lights on at the same time when you hook it up this way. I hope that was helpful. Please give us a thumbs up at Just Be Handy. And also, please subscribe. We're trying to grow our channel so that we can keep bringing you some informative things about how to just be handy and do things on your cars, your home, all that. Have a good day and blessings. Bye.